Hello guys, welcome back to RS Codex. I hope you all are doing great. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the arrays and what is one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. Also, we are going to discuss about them very briefly. And another important thing is that in this one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array, we are going to use the for loops. If you haven't watched the video related to this loops, please try to watch that. Otherwise, you can't understand anything over here. Okay, it's going to be interesting, so stay tuned until the end. Let's start our today's video. What actually an array is? An array is a collection of elements. Elements can be anything. Either they can be integers, float or character, or long float. I mean long decimals are there, no? Otherwise long integers are anything can be. But one thing is that they have to be of same data type. We can't write integers, decimal values and characters in a single array. We can't write them. We have to write all the elements of same data type. And another important thing that is most advantage of this array is the elements that we are going to store in this particular array are going to be stored in a continuous memory allocations. While we have declared A and B in the same program, they might be stored in different memory locations. There is no confirm that they will be allocated in a sequence. Means a continuous memory locations. But coming to array, these will be stored in a particular continuous memory locations. Okay. An array is a collection of elements of same data type and it is stored in a continuous memory locations. This is about array. Now coming to what is one-dimensional array. We will call it as 1D. What is it? A one-dimensional array stores elements in a single row. In single row, it is going to be stored the elements. It is accessed using only one index. As it is a single row, it is been accessed by using only one index. With the example, you can understand it much better. Here, I have forgotten about the array declaration. First, we have to data type, array name, rectangular brackets we have to use, and we have to fix the size of that particular array. For suppose you are going to use 100 elements, you have to declare the number of elements that you are, how much size it has to be initially only. For suppose you are going to use 100 elements, the array size is 100, then you have to initially declare the size of it. If you use some sort of variables like a, b, c and z like this, if you use any sort of variables, it will display some sort of error. Okay, you have to mention the size in the numbers, that is integers only. Okay, if you wanted to use it you wanted to make the array dynamic, then we will use vectors. I will discuss it in further sessions, but as of now we can't use any sort of variables to indicate the size of that particular array. We have to indicate only with an integers. We fix a number only. Okay, it should not be variable, not integer. I mean a fixed value. Fixed size has to be given while declaration. Here you can see int marks m5 we have given. That means now this marks array is there. No, it will take only 5 elements. More than that it won't take. Okay. Okay, coming go here. Int, we have discussed, it is a data type. Same data type has to be there, that is int. Array name is marks and the size has to be mentioned in the rectangular bracket, that is 5. Now I have written a for loop. Why I am using for loop? In the loop session I have discussed very clearly, when we know how much, how many iterations are going to happen in a particular loop, if we know that number of iterations, then using the for loop is much efficient. Okay, but the time complexity will be more for loop. We will discuss about that as well, but as of now it's going to be it's going to be flexible. Okay, we have used the for loop, we all know. Another thing, most might think that in the previous loops we have discussed that int I is equals to 0, semicolon, condition and increment or decrement. Why we have used int over here? Actually, the variable I has to be declared over here. If you haven't declared there, you can either declare it in the inside the parenthesis of the for loop as well. Okay, that feasibility is there. So we can do either of the places. Either we can declare in the starting position, that means in the start of the block. Otherwise, you can declare in the parenthesis of the for loop as well. Okay. Now we got an idea that it's going to be 5 iterations going to be happened over here. The 5 values are going to take. Here you can see if it is not a if it is not a array, we might use only the variable name. We haven't for a single variable we will simply write marks. But when coming to array, it will change. We have to use in brackets, it will be I. Why we have used I? Why we have used I means when for loop is there, I is equals to 0. It is initialization. The condition has been satisfied, it will enter. Now it will come into this, the first element what we enter will be stored in this manner. Marks 0, 0 equals to, for suppose I have given 10. It will store in the marks 0. Its index will be 0. Okay. The second element will be stored in marks 1, like 20. Like this it will go. Okay. Like this loop will continue until, okay, this loop will continue until marks of 4, index 4. It will store the value. In sequence, it will take the values and it will store in this manner. For that purpose, we will use marks of I. Here I variable value is going to be coming from this for loop. We can access any of the what we call that particular index. For suppose you want the marks that are been present in the index 4, then you can directly access like marks 4. I will show you that. Here for displaying purpose also we will do the same. Here we use extraction and here we will use insertion. That is the difference. Remaining everything is been same. Let me run the program, then you will get a clear idea. Okay. Okay. Now it's our turn to enter the values. Let us give 1, 2, 3, 4. I have entered 3 again. Let it be 5. Here you can see it has been appeared all the 5 elements. Okay. This is how actually it will work. I have said no, we can get the value of marks 4 semicolon. Let us try that as well. Let us give the input 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here you can see the 5 has the output. Let me make it more visible for you. Save the code and run. What happened? Oh, sorry, I have to keep the double quotes. No? Save the program and run it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you can see the output is 5. I have accessed the value present at that particular index 4. It can be any variable. I mean, it can be any index. Singly, you can access it. Okay. With this, we can get a clear idea where actually each index is being stored. And the indexes, I mean, the values that are going to be stored in a continuous memory locations. So accessing is going to be very easy. Okay. Next, coming to the two-dimensional array. Okay. What is meant by this two-dimensional array? In the single dimension array, we have stored the elements in a single row. But whereas coming to two-dimensional array, we are going to store the elements in rows and columns as well. Okay. Horizontal rows we will call, and vertical columns. Okay. And it is accessed by two indices. As there are two different directions, we have to use two indices, and its declaration will be something like this: data type, data type, array name, we will get two rectangular brackets. Okay. First one is column size. Okay. And the, I mean, first one is not the column size, it is row size. First one is row size and second one is the column size. Okay. There should be no variable. We have to keep the constants only. Otherwise, it will show the error. I have forgotten to show you that. I will show you. Okay. At the ending, I will show you. Here you can see it is the syntax of the two-dimensional array. But in the single directional array, I mean one-dimensional array, there will be only one rectangular bracket. Okay. But here two rectangular brackets, and the size of row and size of the column has to be initially declared. I mean initially mentioned during the declaration of the array name. Okay. Here you can see int matrix 2 3. The size of the size of the row is 2 and the size of the column is 3. This is how they have mentioned. We can simply call it as in matrix terms 2 into 3. Actually into symbol is not there. 2 into 3. 2 into 3 matrix it is. Okay. 2 into 3 matrix. Keep it as it. Here you can see how actually it is going to be run. Here we have discussed about the nested if loops. I hope you have remembered that. In that one, inside one if block, we will write another if block. The same is going to be happen, but there the nested if loop, there will be a sequence of if loops, as many if loops as it can be. But here in the two-dimensional array, there will be two if loops. One is present inside the block of another if loop. Sorry, for loop. Sorry, I'm saying if loop. For loop. One for loop is going to be there inside the another for loop. In nested if conditions, there will be a sequence. There can be 5 or 6 inside a single if condition. But here another for loop is being present in the first for loop. Okay. How it actually runs? Let me explain. First, initially, we will declare two different variables for these two for loops. The first variable is I, second variable is j. Okay. How actually it is going to be work? It is somewhat tricky, confusingly it will be there, but try to listen very carefully. It's going to be very easy. Okay. First it will enter into this first for loop. Okay. Now it will check the condition I is equals to 0. It is less than I less than 2. Condition is being satisfied. 0 is less than 2. Condition is satisfied. As the condition is satisfied, it will enter into this particular block. Okay. Let me write over here. I is equals to 0. 0 is less than 2. Condition is satisfied. That is true. Condition is satisfied now. That is true now only. No, it will enter into this block. After enter into this block, now it will start checking. Okay. First, j is equals to 0. Let me write. J is equals to 0. The initialization will be done. After that, it will check whether the condition is true or false. J less than 3 is there. Now 0 is less than 3. Condition is satisfied. Simply it is true. As it is true, it will enter into this block, this particular block. It will ask the user to enter the input. Okay, it will ask the input from the user. It will store something like this: matrix I is equals to 0. Don't forget that I is equals to 0. J is equals to also 0 only. Now for suppose I have given the input as 1. Now at the position of 0 comma 0, it will store 1 value. Okay, again it will come to this for loop, not the outer for loop. It will come into this inner for loop. This inner for loop will run as long as the condition is failed, then only it will go out of the block. That means the outer for loop. Again I am repeating, this inner for loop will goes on continuing until this condition is being failed, that is a is less than 3 condition is failed, then it will go out of the block. And this block will continue as long as this for loop is been satisfied, that is I less than 2. Okay, let it be. Again the input has been taken from the user. Now it will go back to this for loop. Now again the increment will be done. No, after the increment is done, the j will be 1. Now again it will check the condition. Wait a minute. Okay, j is equals to 1. Now again it will check the condition. 1 less than how much? 3. Again the condition is true. Again the condition is true. It will enter into the block. Again it will ask the user to enter matrix. It will ask the user to enter the value. The user won't know where it is going to be stored, but the programmers, we know where it is actually going to be stored. Now I value is constant, that is 0 only. Now the j value has changed as 1. Now this value that the user is going to be given will be stored over 2. It is going to be stored in 0 comma 1 location. Okay, again it will come back. Again it will increment. Then the j will be 2. J is equals to 2. Again the 2 is less than 3. As it is less than 3, again the condition is true. Again it will enter into this particular block. After entering the particular block, matrix I will be 0, that is row. J will be 2. It is the column. Again the user has given the input as 3. Okay, again it will come back to this for loop, and then there will be an increment. After the increment has done, the j value will be 3 this time. Now what happened? It will check whether 3 is less than 3 or not. The 3 is not less than 3, then the condition will be false. Where is this? The condition will be false. As the condition is false, it will stop execution and go out of the block, this block. Okay, it will go out. Now coming over here, again then there will be an increment, that is I is equals to 1. Now I less than 2, the condition is satisfied. The condition is true. As the condition is true, again it will enter into this particular block. The same going to be repeated. The change that is going to be happen is, here in the row size row number we have written 0. Now it will modify as 1 1 1 1. Again after this condition has been failed, in this inner loop again the condition has been failed, again it will go over here, but this time the I value will become 2, and the 2 is 2. It will check the condition. The condition will be false. Then this block is also stops the execution. Or as this block also been stopped the execution, the initialization of the values from the user has been done. Now the same condition will be there for the displaying purpose as well. The small changes, we will use extraction over here, we will use insertion over here. That is the difference. We all know what is the purpose of handle. It will give the spaces. it will makes the line to start from the next line. Okay. Okay, let me run this program so that you can get a clear idea on that. Okay, save the program and let me run. Here, let me do something like this. It's been not appeared clearly. Enter the array elements. Okay, now let me see what and okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here you can see it is being displayed as 1 2 3 4 5 6. 0 0 1 is being stored, 0 1 2 is being stored, 0 2 3 has been stored, 1 0 4 is being stored, 1 1 5 is being stored, 1 2 6 is being stored. Now the user who is using this particular thing, he won't get how actually it is going to be run. We know how, we should know how actually it has been running inside. For user, it is not his purpose to learn how actually it has been functioning. Okay, as of now, this is about this one dimensional and two dimensional. If you haven't understand this two dimensional, please try to see the video again. I have explained very slowly, as everyone should understand. For most of the people, it might think that is something like boring, as he is as I am explaining very slowly. But understand the situation. Most of the people who are learning this course, they might have facing difficulty in this situation, in this condition. Still, my friends are struggling in sort of things. So I have explained it very slowly. Try to understand it. Okay. Okay guys, if you feel the video is informative, please like the video, share with your friends and subscribe for the channel for upcoming videos. And another request is I am sharing the notes in the description. If you want, you can access it from there. And most of the people are seeing the video and they are leaving the video very early. Please don't try to do that. It is very informative. I have practiced it very much and I am giving the information in a very clear manner. Please to see, please try to see the video entirely. Okay guys, thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.